Hello, boys and girls. This is your old pal, Uncle Al, aka Diebulfrog79. Right down there, like and subscribe. And Tina, too. Hi, Ontario Pepper. Now, because a lot of people know I have crappy equipment, and I'm working on a beyond a shoestring budget. We have a lot of things going on, kids. And normally, I will tell you some of my secrets right now. Biggest secret is get a library card. Okay, so you use the city and county libraries. It's a good resource, and if you have extra money to invest into your community, it's a good project to donate money to your local library system. Instead, we have like Tom Sizemore, a Silicon Valley billionaire who's going after Donald Trump for the 100th time, putting out more money on incompetent, ridiculous ads on TV and newspapers and stuff attacking our president. So instead of helping underage or underprivileged children get one of these library cards, he's wasting money on that. Now, I see a lot of billionaires and rich people. They spend money on cars and useless things. And it's like the time I found a Lamborghini abandoned in the middle of a cornfield. But like I said, that's rich people for you. They're idiots. Now, I watched a very good video by our friend Hubble's Cat, who is probably wondering what the hell they're writing as students. He's grading papers. Sorry, Hubbles. I used to do that, so I know what you're having problems with. So, anyway, this is basically a medium video. Just me talking to you. Remember, if you're a prepper and you don't have one of these, you're not prepared. Another thing is getting a first aid card that has CPR and basic first aid on it. I do that every 2 to 3 years. I'm up to the code. All right. So if anything happens, if I do like minor stuff on a person during an accident, I'm covered by the Good Samaritan laws, and also I have a basic first aid and I have a CPR card to back me up by the Red Cross. So a lot of these wannabe attorneys, instead of suing the right kind of people, they sue people who do try to do good things. Now, today I got my notebooks out and I was going to do on certain things like cooking oil, baking staples, and spices and condiments. Now, a lot of you guys are putting away dry foods, which is good. Don't forget, this is March, and March is beans, peas, lentils, and legumes. Remember that, folks. Dried foods. And you put them in buckets or number 10 cans or whatever. If you're starting out a basic beginner, go check out Steve on Corsair Trainers. Very good for basic beginners. If you're at my level, you watch me. And once you reach that stage, you come back and you check out all my old videos. Because Uncle Alan knows what he is doing. He has enough practice. All right? Now, you got your dry goods, your canned foods, your pantry stocked up, and you're, like Steve, trying to get a garden out. Good luck, Steve. Remember, kids, you got 9 weeks and, I forget, 9 months and 2 weeks left. Counting down. Who's going to beat you first? Nazis? Because I've seen a lot of stupid people on TV crying, we need more gun laws, we should get rid of guns. Those are not people. They're N.C.P. players or Mr. Smiths. They're reciting. They don't know what they're talking about. They are not human. Now, a lot of people look at me, what do you mean they're not human, Uncle? We call them parrots. program people, people with a one-track system in their head, and they'll recite things that we need more gun laws, blah blah blah. And if you listen to them carefully, they don't make sense. They just repeat that same line over and over again. Sometimes Hubble's cat does it. And sometimes I wonder about Hubble's cat being an N, non, character player. And he won't understand what I'm talking about because it's a little over um, Hubble's cat's college level. Okay, now a lot of you guys know what Uncle Alan's talking about. Now, a lot of you guys who are conspiracy theorists knows what Uncle Alan's talking about. He could be a Mr. Smith. He's in that loop that's constantly saying certain phrases over and over and over again because that's how he's programmed. Now, I see people on television that repeats the same thing over and over again. We need more gun laws. The politicians are not doing their jobs. We need no guns on our streets. Well, these people are mimicking, repeating things that they heard from somewhere. And I won't say why because even with charts and diagrams, it's really hard to explain because people don't understand. Because you can't tell N.C.P. about what's going on. Now, you got your food, dry foods, you got your library card and first aid card, and a lot of people still don't get it. They're in that loop. And then you reach Steve's level. He has a brown thumb, but we'll make it green, or I'll make it green. Okay? You have to plant a small garden. Easy as pie. If Steve doesn't get it, I'll make a diagram, show him how to do it. If he didn't watch my previous video with the same simple diagram. It's not hard, Steve. 10 by 10. You grow enough food for your family, I think 6. So a lot of people don't understand how Uncle Alan knows a lot of stuff. I do. Okay? This, like I said, we got a lot of stupid people. So you got your wheat or flour, you got your salt, but you need essential baking items. Okay? That is baking powder, baking soda, vinegar, yeast. Now, yeast and vinegar, you have to watch it on storage. And usually I recommend for long-term storage, I would buy it fresh in big quantities and keep it cool and safe. It's good up to a year. Baking powder. Baking powder has an acidifying agent in it. So you want to buy that last minute. Baking soda you can buy right now and store as much as you want and last for years. But you need an activator to use it. Something acidic like buttermilk. Okay? Or some kind of plant-based acid. Now, a lot of people don't understand this and gives Uncle Alan a big headache when I'm talking about baking. I ask them, can you bake a simple bread? And about 90% of my class can't. So I'm keeping this simple, keeping it under 10 minutes, and I'm putting away my notes because that was simple. Get a library card. Get a first aid card. Get your dry foods prepped, your canned foods prepped. All right? Watch Steve on Coursera Trainer. Easy as pie, kids. Not as hard, not rocket science. If you're beginning, you got your bug out bag. That's fine right there. You have a garden planned and practiced. You have 9 months and 2 weeks before the shit really hits the fan. Okay, this is what I've been repeating over and over in all my videos. But it's like hitting people who are in the loop. Remember the loop? We need more gun control laws. I don't need a gun because I don't believe in them. Those are sheep. Those people are N.C.P. persons, non-character players. And most of the time they die. So unless you like to die, I wouldn't listen to these idiots. Okay? The water isn't rising, Noah. There's a lot of rain. What happened to that person? I don't think he was saved by Noah's Ark. Okay? Now, prep for it. Hope I see you some new videos. Bethany Meyer, my favorite little gamer. Corsair trainer, Steve, check out his channel. Walter Davis, like I said, Walter, 9 months and 2 weeks. Liberty Garden. I know it gets confusing when Uncle Alan does strange videos, but Uncle Alan always tells the truth. And be sure to get a library card for you and your kids. Harshman Hills. Again, a library card for you and your kids. LS. A library card for you and your kids. It's really simple, folks. All right, a library card can offer you vast connections, computer services, language skills, helping read English or another language. You have books, reference, you have computers. Okay, that's all free. And you got internet free too. Okay, try and survive. Jeff Nolte. Yeah, I know, Jeff. I got a lot of information. I got to shove down to a lot of people who are in the loop, aka N.C.P. Non-character players, or sheep. Michael Science. Try and survive. Grayman Outdoors. Tibor110. Maps Prepping and Survival. Old school with a modern twist. Really like Friday Fires. Small town Southern housewife. DIY solar homestead. Killdeer survival. Uh, Native Tears, West Wind Survival, Reverend Justine, Savage Survival, and Just in Time Prepping with Will. Hopefully he'll feel better and it stops snowing in his area. Just in Time Prepping with Will Russell, hopefully on Monday night. And we just finished Saturday night, so we'll see him on Monday and at night at 7:30, I hope, Mountain Time. Or we'll see Will on Wednesday morning. I might have to miss the Wednesday morning because I got doctors again because they want to check my lungs. Okay, and Full Spectrum with Brad and Kelly. If you want a news that is not screwed up by mainstream media, please check out Brad and Kelly at Full Spectrum Survival. Okay, kid. I'll catch you later. Bye, kids. This is Dino the Dinosaur. You have a nice night. Uncle Al, your old pal. Bye.